And we are live. Hello everyone, this is the Void Executive and welcome to the stream. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing well, as always. Another big day today. First time in which we managed to finish the latest mask last stream without starting the new one. So today the very first thing we'll be doing is start the new a new mask, one of the 3 remaining masks for the project before we start working on the final image. The last one was quite challenging, I think, because it had many elements, which was the Painter of Winds with all of the different robes and different jewels, but so far I think it became easily one of my favorites in terms of amount of detail. I like every one I've made, but this one was particularly satisfying to complete. It's always good to see the very first mask we've ever designed to completion and come to this result, which is a real glow up comparing to the original sketch. This one has been the most challenging one so far, but I think the next one we are going to do would be a good contender for the most complex one, because this one too has many different elements, and I think just like with the previous one we'll use a lot of photo bashing, although I do believe it will require less fine-tuning in terms of photo bashing, because the many elements we are going to stitch together are not as minute in details like the chains or the jewelry in the Painter of Winds. This one has many parts to assemble, but they are much bulkier, so I think it will be a bit easier to make it, but I don't know, we'll see. Much like with the Painter of Winds, even in this case, which is the Uncle of the Harvest, we may apply some changes that veer off a bit from the original sketch. I'll explain to you guys as I'll show you. In the meantime, let me show the current progress that we've made, as always. Let me see if everything works fine. Yeah. So this was the very last mask that we've made. Let me show you the high resolution version with the sketch, which is this one here. Very first finalized sketch. As you guys can see, we've made a lot, some noticeable changes, but not enough to betray the original idea. So far, really satisfied with the result. And this is how it looks like placed on the face of the main character, with all of the different details. So far we have 4 complete masks, only 3 more to go. We have the, I'll go in order from the first one to the latest one that we made. Steward of the Hoarfrost. I think this one will add a bit more later at the end. Once we'll have every mask finished, we'll have the Steward of the Hoarfrost, Lady of the Autumn Rot, Niece of Blooming Fields, and the last one that we did, the Painter of Winds. So now we'll go for the Uncle of the Harvest. Let me create just a group real quick. Uncle of the Harvest mask. And let me show you guys the sketch which we'll use, which is this one here. So this one is the original pose, but I think we'll have to change it, but we'll see along the way. Now let me pull up the design in full resolution. This is the sketch we've made originally with all of the different references. In this case we'll use references, but mostly for the photo bashing section. Let me just check something real quick. Okay, yeah. Now let me simply... I'm trying to judge the size because I want every sketch to be of the same size to avoid having too many details on one version in case I make it too big. Let's delete this area over here. And then you, my good sir, smart object. Something like this. Now, we need to think about the overall size of it. But the main concept, for those who weren't present when we made this sketch, was simply this is basically a jolly guy. Is about the harvest, so something that's quite joyous moment where you have a lot of fruits, lot of vegetables. Overall a good time, which is something that also reflects on the mechanics that it will have. And it should be the most one of the most benevolent type of sub-gods that this main god has. Of all the masks, this one is the most positive one. So the idea that I went with it was to have it like colorful, but not too colorful, something resembling the autumn, something resembling lots of different vegetables and fruits. And I think the main challenge will be giving this idea, like assembling all of these stuff. So what we'll probably do is, in the sketching phase, I think I won't be too like, I will do the sketch, but I won't go too in detail about each individual shape for the different fruits. Instead, I'll do a general sketch for the mass, and then find some images to photo bash in the fruits and see how they look. Also, another thing I want to change is the mask. Here it looks more like something made of bronze or copper, while I think it would be more appropriate to make it made of wood. I think it fits the style. It can still be a mask after all. And yeah, I think this can lead to interesting results. Now let me just check if... Oh, good evening. Hello. 1 second, because the color is so dark I struggle to read it. Jackson Daisy, welcome. For some reason I didn't get the notification. Let me just do a quick test. How was your weekend? Oh, good, thank you. How was yours? I hope it was quite nice. Now let me just double check something, because I should receive like a ding notification whenever someone types. Okay, now I see it. I think I need to double check it every time, because it didn't the first time. It was enjoyable, spent all of Sunday traveling. Oh, where did you travel? I'm really curious. In the meantime, let me switch the music to something more fitting. Also, from Sweden to UK. Oh, nice. Quick question. Is the background music that you hear now too loud or too quiet? Compared to my voice. Like, is it okay? Do you think I need to change it a little bit? Because when I listen to the previous VOD, and I'm kinda struggling sometimes deciding if what I'm hearing it's what people are actually listening. So I hope my voice is not too covered by the song. Volume of music in comparison to voice sounds good. It's not overpowering you, nor does your voice feels lost in it. Okay, perfect. That was most important for me. Yeah, because for some reason these volume sliders in OBS do not represent the volume percentage itself. So, for example, right now the slider is slightly above what seems like 50%, but in reality the volume itself is at like 15%. It's kinda weird stuff. But no matter. I'm glad to hear that everything is okay. So you went from Sweden to UK, so you're from Sweden, I imagine. How is the weather over there? And here it's already chilly. I can't imagine how it is over there. Okay, I'm almost ready with the audio. Now let me switch, because I did some tests and it should be now automatic. Yes. I'm from UK, husband in Swedish. We spent New Year together. Oh, that's very cute. I spent my my New Year's here at my place with some friends, and it's the okay, quick tangent. Is this volume okay as well? It should be according to the volume levels, but let me know if my voice kinda gets lost or something. Volume is fine. Okay. And I spent it here at my place because it's the first New Year's Eve in the new house, because I moved to a new place with my family this year, in April last year, which was quite a big of an accomplishment, because now I have my very own room, which allowed me to open the channel in the first place, essentially. So it's something that I really that I waited quite a bit. I was really excited Okay, so size for the head, which we need to compare with the others we've made. Should be something like this, maybe. Yeah, maybe. We'll do a quick template like with just like we did with all of the others. So essentially use this very first sketch, roughly fill it with some basic gray and place it in front of the face just to have an idea on the overall size. And so yeah, we spent this New Year's Eve at my place. It was very fun, and surprisingly the time flew by much quicker than the other New Year's Eve I had. Moves are always scary, but it is rewarding. Oh, I couldn't wait for it. My brother was a bit nostalgic of leaving the old place, but me personally, I couldn't wait to finally have my own room, my own space. Because previously the space that we had was much smaller, so I shared my room with my brother. But for example, my computer was not in a room because there was already my brother's desk, and he also plays the drums, so I couldn't stay at that room because once he starts playing, it's pretty noisy. So, and my computer was on another desk in my parents' bedroom, so it was quite a nuisance. I couldn't do much, but now that I finally have my own space, I can do whatever I want in here. One day I'll be moving in with my husband, but getting the visas is a nightmare. Thank you, Brexit. Oh, yeah, that's something that I will never quite understand, but I've heard that the UK wants to go back to the European Union, but if it was me, I wouldn't give it back for some more years, because you can't just leave and then change your mind and say, oh, oops, sorry, can we go back? Like, once you made a decision, you should get ready for whatever comes next. I mean, if I were in charge of the EU, I would let them go back in if they switched to euro for their currency. As a starter, of course. Like as a very beginning. Because I think that when they left with quite the arrogance as well. And if they want to go back, at least they should follow the rules like every other state. Plus, it will be easier for them, I think. One less currency to think about when converting from one unit to the other. I wanted to stay. It devastated me when we left. Yeah, if I remember correctly, it was by a pretty close margin too. Politics, what can we can't do much about it. I mean, we can vote, that's We just vote and hope for the best. At least they tried, right, to stay. Okay, so now here what I think I'll do is do another quick sketch and maybe readjust the proportions in order to make them more fitting with the overall sketch, and then do another template to place on the face and see how it looks like. I could do it even right now, maybe. I'll just adjust some things. Now with politics is getting especially spicy with the thing about Venezuela. To be honest, I didn't expect it. But, I mean, let's say that, like many other people, that guy Maduro there, he will not be missed, I think. I do hope that the next president will be that Nobel Peace Prize lady. Have you ever seen the movie Tale of Desperado? This mask looks similar to the magical chef. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen it. Let me check it out real quick. Tale of Desperado. Chef. Okay, I mean the one made of different fruits. Well, I haven't taken inspiration from that, but I can definitely tell you the inspiration that the movie took from, which is the same that I took from, which is, let me pull it up, which is this one here. The artist Archimboldo, which made different portraits of people. Yeah, I got inspired by this, and probably the guys in the movie got inspired by this. Speaking of which, let me just keep this one to the side. It still might be useful later. This one is such a unique idea for a painter of the time that basically any other character made of fruits and leaves is basically an inspiration from this one. Okay, so as I said, I won't go too much into the details of the fruits here because we'll find different photos of different fruits and vegetables, and we'll just assemble them as we go and see which one works best. Hello wolves, welcome to the stream. We're doing the Uncle of the Harvest, which I think will be another quite challenging one, because in this one too we'll do some photo bashing because of all of the different fruits and vegetables. I really liked how the previous mask ended up looking. I think that after the Uncle of the Harvest it should be smooth sailing. because the Patriarch of the Sun, it's pretty straightforward. Same for the Reaper of the Equinox. Such a cool design, absolutely love it. You mean this one or the previous one? Oh, you just have seen this one? Okay, let me show you the rest. Just briefly. So now we are doing a better version which has more detail, and it's positioned. Give us full instructions. Yeah, I can show you how what the project is basically about for those who are new to the stream and stuff. So me and others are working on this mod for a game called The Shadows of Forbidden Gods, in which you select one of the different playable gods, and each one has a different play style, and your objective is to bring the end of the world in this randomly generated fantasy world. It's one of those strategy games with different hexagons, as like a chessboard made of hexagons. And these are, for example, 3 of the, I think, 7 or 8 gods that are already present in the vanilla game. This is their art. There is some brief explanation of how they work mechanically, and then just a little bit of flavor text for their lore. The cool thing about this game is that it has modding support in the Steam Workshop, so anyone who wants to try can create their own god with its own art, its own mechanics, and then you can upload it to the game. So me and others who are active on the Discord for this game decided to make this mod of a god, and we work all together. And the others, that's so cool. Can you type a name in chat so I might copy and search for it? Yeah, of course. It's on Steam. I think it's, or maybe the sales just ended today, but it's pretty cheap. It's made by one person, and the UI is a bit it's not the easiest one to understand, but the mechanics are really interesting, and the level of depth that's in this game is very surprising, I would say. Basically, you select your god, it has different mechanics, and the way it plays out is that you have a certain amount of turns in order to win, and during those turns your god slowly awakens. But in the meantime, you need to use agents that are minor characters and use them to corrupt kingdoms, corrupt heroes, some sort of prepare the world for your awakening, so that when you awaken, the world is weak enough to not stop you. And whenever you play, the main antagonist is the Chosen One, which will actively try to stop your progress. It will try to warn other rulers and heroes about your awakening, so they get more cautious. They try to remove enshadowment and corruption from whoever you try to manipulate. It's a very dynamic game. And so in this project there are different people who are making the game mechanics of the god itself, and I am the one in charge of the art. And the main I'll keep the game in mind, even if I don't play many games often, but it sounds very fun and I like dynamic games. Yeah, it's really dynamic, it's really cool. For every hero and ruler, they have different likes, different dislikes, different preferences, and they act depending on those parameters. Oh, no problem. Sounds like it looks amazing. I love games like Risk, so this is what I highly recommend this. It's really good. So I am the one in charge of making the art for this game, and not for this game, but for this mod, for this god. And the main idea is that the god has different seasons that the player can select, which will grant you different power and different abilities. And each person has given me a brief description of their own season, which for this god is represented by a mask. So basically it's a god. The main body, I designed it like this. It's like a faceless god, and whenever a player selects a season he wants to activate, then a different mask will appear in front of the face. So I'll show you the different sketches that I've made for each mask. So far we have 7 confirmed masks that will appear in the game, which are over here. Okay, so we have the Painter of Winds. These are the very first sketches that I made with frontal view, just to have the overall design established with the sketch and the reference pictures on the side. So we have the Painter of Winds, which is a god about winds and storms. We have the Steward of the Hoarfrost, so more wintry type of season. The Lady of the Autumn Rot, so something quite corrupted and disgusting. The Patriarch of the Sun, which the idea was like a benevolent god gone mad. The Niece of Blooming Fields. The Uncle of the Harvest. And lastly, the Reaper of the Equinox. Now, for every mask... Oh, thank you. Now, for every mask I've made, this is the main body. And then, for example, this is the better version, for example, of the Steward of the Hoarfrost. So I made this high resolution version and then made the version when placed in front of the god. And this will be visible in game. So when you play the game, let me show you the UI is something like this. This is how the game looks during a regular playthrough. Exactly. So you see here how in the top left corner there is a little cutout of the god. So whenever you select a mask, this will be present in this top left corner, and it will change depending on the mask that you select. So this is the Steward of the Hoarfrost, the more refined version, so high resolution and then resized. Then we have the Lady of the Autumn Rot with the resized version over here. Then we have the Niece of Blooming Fields. If I can find the original sketch, I cannot seem to find it, but it's there. Okay, yeah, this one. So this is the high resolution version, and then this is the place the version. And then lastly, the one that we finished last stream was the Painter of Winds with the sketch, high resolution, and then version placed on top of the sketch. Now, as I'm doing this, I'm noticing that some versions have more detail than others, comparing, for example, to this one. So I can see that some have different maybe, for example, I think this one needs a little bit more something, but I don't know, we'll see how the others look. But this one has been the most complex one so far because of all of the different elements. And then for each version that we make, I also run a small test on how it would look like when placed in game. So for instance, here so for example, this is like a mock-up version of the corner in which the god will be present. So, and whenever you change the mask, it will look like something like this. So you select this mask, then you switch it up, it becomes like this. Switch it up, it becomes like this. Switch it up, and so on and so forth. So once I have the files ready, I'll give them to the other guys which are in charge of the coding process and all of that stuff that I know nothing about, and they will take care of it from here. But until then, we need to finish every single mask first. And then lastly, once we have made each version like this, we'll need to make the character selection screen art, which is something like in the reference for the other vanilla gods. Love your art style, it is perfect for a game like this. Thank you. Yeah, part of the reason I really like this game is also because of the themes. I don't know many other games in which the end of the world is caused by the player, and the chosen one is your enemy. So now, once we have done every single mask, we need to make one final art piece, like in these examples that are already present in the base game. And I made already quick test on how the lighting would look like, but without any masks. I was thinking of something like this, but once all of the masks are complete, I will add, like, since all of 7 they do not fit in the frame if I try to add all of 7 masks all at once. I think I will try to make maybe some shards, some shattered parts of each mask floating around to sort of give an idea that this god can change masks without spoiling all of the mask designs. So it's also can also be something that the player can discover as it plays the game. And lastly, once we finish all of this, we'll do some other minor art, but before I will explain to you, I will need to show you how the game works. So once the mod will be complete, I will most likely stream the game, dedicate one stream about the game itself, show you the different mechanics, so you guys have a better understanding of how the mod may work out. An element of each mask be impaled or balancing on the spikes of the circle would be a beautiful detail. I had different ideas, one of which was either or make some floating pieces of mask floating around, or maybe have a mirror in front of of this one, which is shattered, and in each shattered piece there is a glimpse of a different mask. Or maybe create one mask that's like a mixture of all of the 7 put together. Every mask definitely gives a different feeling and kind of contrasts with each other. You have done an amazing job so far. Thank you so much. Of course, this one has always been in constant communication with the others, because let me show you the reference document that I've used. If I can, one moment. There we go. So there is a shared Google document in which every other person has written their brief explanation of their own mask, for example, and then I took every description and added some references which I used to then make the design. Some didn't make through, so they were written in the document, but they didn't get approved, or the person couldn't make it. But all of these ones with the green are the ones that we are making right now. So for example, Patriarch of the Sun, dry season, and here a brief explanation. Formerly benevolent sun gone mad, only wanting to see the world mirrors his glorious radiance. So, and some from the some of the other description are more technical. For example, here the steward of the then it was decided of the Hoarfrost. Frost, that Fey presence is basically a status effect that this mod adds to the game, because originally the idea was to have, instead of one god that has different masks, the idea was to have some sort of Fey council, so like a council made of multiple different humanoid Fey creatures. But in order to make it more interesting and make it one singular god, we made one god that changes mask, to make the idea a bit more unique. Here there are some more technical terms that will be clear once I will stream the game and explain the different mechanics. So yeah. And as I said, this has been in constant communication with the other, with the people who wrote those descriptions and mechanics. So whenever I made a sketch, I would show to them. They would tell me if they liked it or not, and depending on their feedback, I made the adjustments. Now we are past the designing phase, and we are now going into the going into more detail and reach for a finished product, with some minor adjustments depending on the needs of the project. But we'll see. Once your project is finished, will the mod be released on the Steam Workshop? Yes, it will be released and available for everyone to play on the Steam Workshop. I'm not sure when it will happen, because I don't know how far ahead the others are, but I think it wouldn't take too much, if you ask me. I don't know the progress of the others, but yeah, once it will be ready, it will be available in the Steam Workshop, which already has quite a lot of amazing mods, which I really use. There are some mods that are very good and almost feel like part of the main game. For example, in the base game there are there's only 3 types of societies, which is kingdom, elves, and dwarves. And there is a mod which adds more complex types of civilization. So, for example, it adds dynasties, like the Chinese dynasties. There's one. It adds also democracies. It adds different variations for both the elves and dwarves. It adds dominions. It adds clans. It really enhances the base experience. Then the game also has a DLC which adds the underground, a second layer for the map, which is set underground with a dedicated god specific for that new mechanic, which I also have that DLC. It's one of those games that they are not known at all, but it's, for me, it's a hidden gem, like for real. Okay, so I put this image of an old guy because I want to try and replicate the expression a bit better compared to the initial sketch. This max looks like a happy one, but with the fungi is giving false hope. This one is technically the most positive one among all of the other masks. I don't quite remember the exact game mechanics, especially because they may have changed over these past few weeks. But yeah, it's by far the most positive one. Okay, so now here I won't bother drawing every single piece of fruit. I'll just do like a very general like I'll establish some volumes, but nothing more. Then I'll do what I usually do is do a very quick sketch, then do a second sketch on top of it that's more detailed, and then go with the colors. And I remember when I made this sketch in particular, it was particularly challenging because it had so many different parts to think about. But once we'll go with the coloring phase, I'll use a technique called photo bashing, which is the same that I've used for this one. So basically, in this sketch, no, not this one. Like, see how the jewels over here are very much approximate. In the final version, if I tried to draw by hand every single piece of jewelry, it would take far too long, and it would make anyone go insane. So basically what I used is took some images from the internet and changed them, cut them, resized them, recolor them in order to achieve the look that I want to use. So in this case I took some pieces of images of specific jewelry and then warped it, changed the colors, changed it in order to achieve the look that I wanted to give. when talking about this mask in particular, I don't think it would be too hard, because it's really easy to find image of fruit and vegetables. It's just a matter of making everything look nice together. Because while it is a good way to cut on time, and it's also a technique that many artists use, especially in big productions where the deadlines are a bit tight on time. This technique is mostly used when doing landscapes. So when you see those hyper-realistic landscapes of mountains or cities, and you ask yourself, wow, how did they make it? It's so amazing. It's most likely photo bashing, so they probably took photos and do a collage and changed them and even painted on top of them to achieve the artistic vision that they had. And while it may cut down on time, we also need to put some extra care, because not all of the images you find are the same quality, like the same resolution, or the same color, the same lighting, the same values. So it's easy to mess things up and make the image look really ugly if it's obvious that you used photos, that you used other photos to try to add detail. Which is why it's not sufficient to simply copy and paste one image and call it a day. I was thinking of maybe adding some teeth, but I'm not too sure. I don't know. We'll see about that. All the other masks have voids in mouth, eyes, so teeth would work. There is one that will have teeth, and it's part of the design, which is the Patriarch of the Sun. Let me patch it real quick. And it's this one. This one is the only one that has visible teeth, but that's intentional, of course. It plays into the sun gone mad type of vibes. Here there is like some moss. It would be like acting as hair, essentially. And here just add mushrooms upon mushrooms. I could just do the mushrooms in more detail, although I think this one needs to be a bit bigger compared to the And then there we go. Then I'll probably have to change the mouth a little bit. But yeah, let's say that as for the very first project and very first thing that I do for the channel, I think it's going quite well. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Plus, doing these streams really helps me motivate doing art on my own, because I normally I'm usually one of those people when if there is no real incentive to make stuff, I don't really do it, even if I technically want to. I don't know if it makes any sense, but at least here I can show it to you guys how my process is, and hopefully that you guys enjoy what I do, which is, I think, is the biggest driving factor for motivation wise for doing art, is having others give you feedback on whether what you're doing is looking good or not. Okay, so here I think I need to mask one section because it's getting a little too in the way. Oops. Plus, another thing that I really enjoy about drawing is that while at the beginning the piece may not look any good because, well, you just started, right? But there is always one moment where it just clicks and it gets it starts getting really good looking, and that's a big satisfaction. Because the hardest part about drawing is, I would say, the beginning. Because at the beginning, unless you are a really talented person, at the very start the drawings are going to look quite ugly, right? And that can be a big demotivating factor. But then comes a part when, before you know it, you get to make a piece that really strikes you personally, and that's enough of a reason for me to learn how to draw it, how to do all of this cool stuff. Plus, you get to create whatever you want to, whatever you have in your mind, so that's also a big plus. Okay, now that we have more or less this one established, I think I still need to make some changes to the mouth/beard area. Yeah, maybe something like this. Oh, and when I made these initial sketches, I managed to make to complete one of these per stream, But when doing this, I won't be able to finish them one per stream. It may take 2 or 3 at most, usually, depending on the complexity of the art. Now, I want to add these ones over here. I'll just do something quite easy, because these ones will definitely use photo bashing, most likely, I think. Be something like this, and then a smaller one like this. Okay. Since I'm here, I'm already making different groups of layers for the different elements in order to make it easier for them later to color. Okay, so for this one, we'll do something like I'll just go by vibes, nothing too crazy, because this one is just a sketch. Okay, we have this one, and then one on the other side. Yeah, nothing too crazy. So we'll have... I think I made a small mistake. Because I had this one and this one. I don't think it's necessary to even make the second sketch. Maybe only for this part, but not really. I mean, yeah, I think I should do it regardless. This one, I don't think I need to. This one, however, yeah. Actually, no, I think I just need to slightly improve this this part over here. I think it's the one. Oh, actually, let me do something right away. Something that it's really useful when you do digital art, which is to flip the entire canvas, which allows your eyes to kind of restart and refresh and notice right away mistakes that you weren't able to notice before. So yeah, here I can already notice the face is kinda crooked. Let me change it right away. Maybe yeah, something like this. This section needs to be a bit more stretched out. Yeah, for the mushrooms, I don't know if I will most likely draw a few and then copy and paste them, or use photo bashing. We'll see how it goes. And then behind here, I think it's okay. Yeah, maybe. Let me change this one over here. Maybe kind of tilt these mushrooms down a little bit because the head is tilted. Okay. I think this is the simplest part for this character in particular. The big challenge will come once we'll try to stitch everything together. And since we are here, let me make an opportunity to create a new template which will replace no, not this one. Let me see if I can find it. This one. So let me just very briefly color it with the with a generic gray in order to replace this version with the more refined version, so we can already see how it looks like when placed in front of the face. Do you ever take commission work? Soon. I waited the new year because of some bureaucratic stuff with my country. Now I can no, I don't know the correct translation for the term, but the type of contract that independent people do, like not the type of thing that you do when you are employed, but when you are independent, tax-wise, with taxes. I don't know the terms for each country, but I basically needed to wait the new year to do just that. So I will let everyone. Self-employed is the UK version. Yeah. So basically, you do the tax stuff for being self-employed. I'll let everyone know here in the stream when I have everything done, so I can accept commission work. And once I do that, one thing I will try is, if the person who asks for commission work wants to, I could easily stream the process. So maybe so I can both have content to show you guys, maybe explain my process, and then maybe the whoever gives me commission work can also watch me as I do their work and maybe give feedback, maybe live, something like this. What do you think? Do you have a Discord server or main social page for posts? Discord server, not yet. I want to wait a little bit until I have a bit of a bigger audience. I do have though Twitter. You can try to contact me there if you wish. If you wish. So it's wait, let me post it right. The name is still the Void Executive. I'll post the tag in the chat. This one, yeah, this one is my Twitter, so you can send me a request or DM me, whatever you prefer. But I would wait for the commissions because I need to get the bureaucratic stuff first. But I'll let everyone know in the stream as soon as this one is taken care of. Thank you. I mostly post like announcements of when I am online, but I want to avoid doing it too often. So if you want to know for sure if I'll be online or not, you need to check out the schedule that's on the channel page of Twitch. But generally speaking, it's from every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at this hour, so from 8:30 p.m. CET time, and then on Saturday at 3 p.m. In any case, if there is any change in schedule, I let everyone know, and it's also updated in the calendar in the main Twitch page, in the Twitch channel page. Yeah. Okay, so now we have the second template, and we'll try to place it and see how it looks like. So yeah, what do you think? Do you think that streaming the commission if the commissioner is okay with it. Do you think this could be a neat little idea for maybe for content or stuff like this? I think it can be a good opportunity, especially in this day and age where I follow a lot of artists and have commissioned them regularly. I enjoy watching them work and supporting them. I love spending money on art. Good to know. Especially in this new day and age where AI art is plaguing every inch of the internet. It's always good to have people interested in human-made art, which I never doubted it, to be honest, but I understand some concerns about it. But at the end of the day, let's say that AI art is the equivalent of is basically the fast food version of art. There are some people that might like it, but there are some people who prefer paying for something healthier. Especially now because of AI. Yeah, exactly. I have 3 artists who I commission regularly. Oh, I would love to expand my gallery. Yeah, good to hear. I have also different plans once I'll be able to earn money after I've done all of the different paperwork, which is like make a page on one of those websites in which you upload your art and you can sell prints for it. I think that can be a good idea. So whenever I make my art on stream, I'll then make it available in those websites where if someone wants to can purchase like a poster to hang on the wall or something like that. I think that can be a good idea. So I think this one looks very, very nice in this composition. I think we can go ahead and already do the coloring. Red Rubble or Sticker Mule is a good place to do that. Okay, let me quickly take note for that before I forget. I will check them out. I know that there are also displayed, although that is more for like magnetic posters, and I don't know how it works over there, but let me just create a simple text document. Okay, let me Red Rubble or Sticker Mule. And saved. Perfect. Thank you for the suggestions. I will surely check them out. This thing will happen fairly soon, by the way, the independent text thingy. It's something that I want to start as soon as possible so I can finally start earning some stuff. Some money, hopefully, maybe. Okay, so we go back to the sketch. No problem, I used both for purchasing and selling. I prefer Sticker Mule because they've got a great seller support. Good. Oh, great to hear. I will surely take that into account. Okay, now for this one we have the main body, which is a separate thing, although I want to further separate this sketch into different parts, so it will be easier to handle later. So I'll try to separate the main mask from the rest of the body, and then maybe the mushrooms I'll do separately. Okay, so we have one, then we have the mushrooms. I'm already curious to see what you may ask for commission if you are already planning to. If you want, I can. I will add you in a private message my full portfolio, so you have a better idea of my style. I'll do it privately because it has my IRL name. It's something that I may change sooner. I want to avoid using my channel name either, because it's the portfolio that I send pretty much everywhere, and I want to try and keep myself from the image of the channel very separately. Okay, now we have separated the head, the mushrooms, and the main body. So now we can work on them separately. I'm always on the hunt for commissions and have a plethora of ideas. I strictly commission safe for work art with exceptions of gore imagery. I mean, I don't really mind not safe for work art. Of course, I wouldn't be able to stream it if that was the case. But not safe for work art is a great way to practice anatomy. After all, when you do some exercise yourself for the anatomy, you draw naked bodies anyway, so it doesn't make much difference. The only difference is the context. Sex cells too, yeah, but I want to avoid doing only not safe for work stuff. Like, it's cool and all, but I am someone that wants to create very creative things, like unique ideas, be as fantastic as possible. Fantastic as in fantasy themed or sci-fi themed, so something that really tickles your imagination. Like when for example, when I go and watch some movie at the movie theater, I avoid watching movies grounded in reality. The latest one I watched was the last Avatar 3. Great movie for me. So anything that gets your imagination going, I'm all in. Yeah, of course, I appreciate it as much as the next person, but I am more of an atmospheric and imaginative art person. I absolutely love Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's really good. Even designed my own Navi character now. Oh, really? Well, now I am curious to see. your image if you draw as well. Are you able to showcase it? If you want, of course. I don't want to force anything. Oh. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. I can check, because the moment I read the fur affinity, I got a bit worried. Let me see. Okay, okay. Nice. Have you given her a name? That can be very important. I really like the design for the fire, the Navi. Varang, I think the name was. Naim sees a recombinant like Quadrich and Wainfleet, but ship out of second run due as a field medic. Okay, nice. Well, I'm happy that you, even if you commission work, you do some art yourself. Her name is Irish and pronounced Neve. Okay. Okay, I see. Thank you. I've never commissioned any work because honestly, I am someone who imagines things pretty easily, so sometimes I have a very specific idea in mind, and it's something that I've noticed when I tried using AI art too, when it was new and everyone was trying it out now. And the thing I always came across was that no matter how much description I gave to the AI, it never fully made the image that I had in my mind. So I thought to myself, I might as well just do it myself. Like, fine, I'll do it myself, like Thanos. I think that's the kind of problem that I would run into commissioning work as well. Because once you have the capabilities of doing what you have in mind, commissioning work becomes difficult. I enjoy drawing and make a lot of characters regularly. Oh, nice. Well, I'll make sure to check out your profile from the link you gave me. If you want, I can also give you some tips and tricks. I made a couple of YouTube shorts in my on my YouTube. I'm planning on doing more, and it's really fun making them sometimes. Although it takes me like an entire afternoon to make one. I have all of the art organized by type, so your best bet is to look in reference sheets and the personal art tabs. And make sure to check it out. Thank you. But yeah. What was I saying? I think I got a bit lost. Yeah, I was saying that when doing art, I prefer doing the stuff myself. There are some ideas. I have different projects in mind that I want to bring on the channel. Once I finish this one in particular, I'll do maybe something like roulette to choose the next one, because I have different ideas, but I don't know which one to choose. So I'll probably do like a little game of spin the spin the wheel and see which one comes out. Or maybe put it to a vote. I don't know. Spin the wheels are always fun. Yeah. I just hope there will be enough people to see it. That's my main worry for events, quote unquote, like this. Okay, so now that we have the overall base, I think we can start with the colors. You can go away. And then we'll start to grab a bunch of images to place over here. But first let me do some rough colors. Okay. The head will make it something like this. And then okay, and then the mushrooms. Oh, I forgot one area over here. Then this will probably be replaced, but I'm placing the colors just to have a reference. Hello, Pink Brownie. Welcome to the stream. How is your evening doing? We are making art for a mod for a game in which there's different masks, and we are missing 3 masks left. This one is the third to last. Now I want to work on the mask over here right away, because in the sketch here I made it look as if it was made of bronze or copper, but I thought that maybe it's best if it's made of wood. So let me grab a reference real quick for a wooden mask. Something of a darker wooden type. Doing good, I'm relaxing and honestly looking for art streamer friends. Oh, another fellow streamer, I see. Sorry. Yeah, art streamer friends. Fellow artist, I see. Good, good. We need to stick together. Brass makes it look like a cauldron or cooking pot. Yeah, but I think that since this one is harvest themed, I wanted to make completely natural, let's say. Love how you're rendering the masks, thank you. Now I've just started making the finalized version. This one is a sketch I made a few weeks ago. Now we are doing the final rendering. Let me show you an example I've made with others. So for example, yeah, for example, this was the sketch of another mask that I made, and this one is the high definition version. So we'll try to do the same thing here, but with the current mask that we are making. And this one will take a little while because it has many elements, it's composed of many vegetable and fruit parts, like in the reference over here. Thank you. Always happy to see that you guys enjoy what I do. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to grab the reference for the wooden mask and try to find one that's of a darker tone. Yeah, maybe something like this, or oh, maybe something like this. So maybe I can also add some extra elements to make it look more like wood type. Subscribe. Where are you from? Currently from Italy. I'm Italy man. I found the reference. Oh, let me, oops. Hey! Welcome. Nice. Good to see, good to see. Yeah, this is mostly for the colors, but now that I think about it, I think it's also best to slightly change the shape a little bit, since this one will not be made from iron anymore, so we may add some imperfections to the edges in order to make it look more like a wood type of thing. But we'll do that a bit later. It's nothing too crazy like here, but still something to hint at the material of the mask being made of wood. Yeah. So, for instance, I think we can start by making it way darker. Then we can yeah, actually I want to be as precise as possible. I'll try to separate even more the different areas. Oops. There we go. So now we have all of the different parts. Oh yeah, I mean, we need to think about the light. I think the light will come this way. So something pretty straightforward. Let me add right away the color of the eyes, just in case. We can change it later, but I prefer to have these eyes a separate layer. Do you think you will use the grooves of the wood for the wrinkles. Oh yeah, most likely, yeah. Yeah. Since it's made of wood, these wrinkles will become the different cracks in the wooden material. Although I want to keep it, try not to go too crazy right away on one particular, and instead try to go bit by bit with every different section. So I know that here we'll photo bash everything, but I'll start by adding a gradient just to have an idea on how the light will affect the overall volume. The darker areas down here. This one will be a beard made of salad. I don't add too much because we'll now add some photo bashing and some references. I think we can start. Oh wait, let me fix this area right here. See that we missed this section over here. Okay. Now, for the body, I will add a bunch of different images of fruit and vegetables, and then we'll start to collage to piece everything together. I love art streams that aren't popular because it means I can work alongside the streamer without constant noise from alerts or other chatters. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Now I do have my alerts and stuff active, but if hopefully we'll get enough traction that they become very frequent, I will probably either mute some of them, like only keep the animation, or outright remove them. But for now, the only notification, or at least the most frequent that I had, is simply the subscribe one, and the sound is very it's very quiet. I can barely hear it when it happens. Okay, now let me try to paste some random images. For vegetables and stuff. Now it may be a bit. I need to find some. Okay. Images. You are not seeing anything, but don't worry, I got it. I'll try to find some images that it's not simply oh wait, I can be even okay, I'll try two different approaches. One is to place individual images and stitch them together. Another is to place images of different fruits and vegetables together already, and we'll see which one may work best. So now I will paste a bunch of images that may or may not be... Jesus, this one is huge. Okay, let's leave it like this. Facciamo this one here. Then these images are perfect because they they don't have much to, like many images have. Jesus, why doesn't? Okay, tell you what, I'll just screen capture it. There we go. Okay. Many images are like this, so they are really easy to pick apart the different elements. Although I do prefer some images that are like this, where the items are placed in a way that they don't seem too blatant in their position, like in the photos where it's just white background. It's clear that it's as if the items are doing a photo shoot, so it's a bit artificial. I want something instead that's more natural in their positioning. Because they often have also a more natural light. And they can have different versions. Maybe I can use either this part or this other part. We'll see. Then let's try tomato. This one looks quite nice. Ooh. A PNG that's actually a PNG, that's rare. What else? Oh. Let's try some wheat. When searching images, there is an option when you are on Google Images that's under Tools. I always recommend choosing Tools, then Size, and then Large, so you get the highest possible quality and resolution for the different images. Because the problem is that if you find images that are too low res, then if you scale them up, it's very noticeable. They become very blurry and not really good to look at. I think I'll do a couple of these images. Yeah. Oh yeah, I could add some corn. Let me find some good images. Okay, this one is quite nice if it decides to. Okay, let's try this one. Some corn, oh yeah, also some salad. Something like, there are so many different types of salad. Let me find. Ooh, this one may be useful if it loads in. Too small. Let me change image. Yeah, that's better. The image doesn't need to be exactly what we want, because many, if not all of the images that we'll find and use will be warped, changed modified, so it won't be a blatant copy and paste. Now let me add some more stuff that there is in the initial sketch. Let's try this one. Okay, let's see what else is in here. I mean, I think we can start with what we have right now. We'll see how it works out. So we simply, let me hide everything here. Then we simply choose one that we want to use. For example, this one. Let me duplicate it. And now we work on it. So we remove the background. Let me see if this one... okay, no. I need to do it manually. Now I want to remove, like to extract this one in particular. So what I think we'll do is grab the polygonal lasso tool, which is basically the equivalent of this one, but it allows for more precision since you individually select the points. Although, let me remove this frame real quick. And from here we slowly actually, let me try something else, which may be a bit faster. Yeah, this is the magnetic lasso tool. It basically attaches the seam to the edges it can detect. Sometimes it's a bit wonky, but I think for this case in particular it's perfect. Okay, now we have our vegetable, and we simply place it. Oops. By watching this sketch, we can try to accomplish something similar. Maybe it could be one of these two. Even these are not the exact same thing, but so let's try that by placing this one here. Then we go with the next image and do the same. Then we will adjust every single image properly, but right now we simply need to find the image that we want to use and place it. Okay, let's try with this one. Let's see if it finds this one automatically. Yeah, nice. Okay, because as you can see, the lighting and quality between one image and another are completely different. So once we have placed them, we need to adjust each one in order to make them work well with each other. We also need to keep into consideration the size of each element. And here we can already try to maybe warp some things in order to make it slightly different from one another. Okay, let's see if it catches on in automatic this one. Okay. Then maybe let's try this one. Although here I think I want this one in particular, yeah. And then maybe keep it like this, then we'll add something on top of here. Now, I know this may be a bit boring since it's basically copy and paste and change, and now it looks very, very ugly because it's basically static images slapped on top of a character. But as I said before, there is a moment where suddenly everything just clicks into place and it starts looking really good. Okay, here I think we can just do this. Okay. Maybe place this one over here. Just woke up, looks great so far. Hey, welcome. And now we are doing the photo bashing aspect, and we are assembling all of the different vegetables and fruits and see which one works best, which one doesn't. Just like we did with the other mask previously, with the different jewels. Okay, let's try this one for the corn. Let me see if we can find the... So when you see this selection, this pink selection is basically one of the newest tools for Photoshop, in which it uses AI to try and detect different elements of one image in order to select them automatically without having to manually do it. But sometimes it's not, it doesn't work as well, so human intervention is always kinda needed sometimes. Where could we put this? Maybe here, but below. Okay. Maybe give it a slight bend. Here. And then from the same image we may add some random leaves, maybe? Hey! Thank you for the follow. Now, I don't know if the notification or little animation popped up, because the audio is so low for me. I don't know if the audio was okay for you and if the animation played. I don't have OBS right in front of me at the moment. Or at least I do have it, but not what's going on in the stream. I mean, I could check it real quick. Had no audio or animation on stream. Yeah, that's something that I need to... It did? Okay. Yeah, it's a bit... it's quite quick for the animation. Let me just skip it 1 second in the stream. Yeah, I see that it happened. Okay, yeah, the most important thing is that the little animation happens. It's not... the sound, I don't really care, because I have on the second monitor, I have the chat and the notifications of whenever someone follows or subscribes or anything like that. But yeah, thank you for the follow. Okay, so I say we flip the image back. And I'll take this opportunity to take a very small break. I'll just drink some water and I will be right back. Your voice is soothing and pleasant to listen to when working. Thank you for your stream. Oh, thank you. Truth be told, my voice is something that I am a bit self-aware of. I cannot stand to hear my own voice recorded. It's so different from how I sound. Please go hydrate. Okay, yeah. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Got a few glasses of water. I really needed it. And now we can go back to work. Thank you. Okay, so let me see what other images we have taken. Oh yeah, the salad one. Let me grab the salad and bring it over to the head layer. I've been meaning to ask, what is the name of your very smiley assistant? To be fair, I have an idea, but I'm not sure on the name yet. I mean, I have a name in mind, but it's not the final decision. I think her name would be Esther, but maybe it could be something to think about more in depth. Maybe it can be something decided by the community, or it could be simply be the secretary or something like that. Speaking of which, in this beginning of the year, I am going to because last year, like in this month in which I started the channel, I started working on a trailer for the channel. Although we are only at the scripting phase, but I have the idea on what to show and what to make. The only thing is that it may take some time, and it will be a trailer for the channel following the theme that I am using for the channel, so in line with the aesthetic, and maybe add a little bit of lore and try to contextualize my type of streams with the character that I'm making, that I have, or that I use rather. I think it would be something quite interesting, let's say. I did make a trailer, but it was only a teaser for when I had my debut. So nothing too crazy. But yeah, there will be a trailer. I won't spoil anything, but it will involve the presentation of the channel, and it will be set in the office of our beautiful corporation. Okay, so now I'm trying to make some changes. Oh, can't wait to see it. Yeah, it may take some time because I don't think I have too much time editing stuff, especially because editing is something that's still kind of new to me. So I know that I may be a bit slow, but it's not that it's not like I don't have I don't have a deadline or anything, so I can be pretty chill about it. My husband does all my video editing. I'm just the art person. Fair enough. I tried, and so far I'm doing basically everything. Every graphic that you see, every drawing, every animation, I've done all by myself, with the exception of course, the audio part, the music, although with some bit of editing. For example, this background music that you are listening to is basically taken from YouTube videos, and I stretched them like 3 times over. So maybe it's a compilation of dark ambient music that maybe normally it lasts like 1 hour, and I stretched it so it's like it lasts 3 hours long, something like that. But most of the visual aspects, so the art and stuff, I've done it myself. Mostly for 2 reasons. One, because I can have full control on what I want to showcase and bring the ideas that I have in mind across pretty well. And second, because I'm broke. And I don't have nor the time, nor the money, nor the energy to ask another to do the stuff for me, which may not even reflect exactly my vision. So yeah, it's simple like that. All my art on my stream is done by myself too. Yeah, I think it's the best option, because you both do something that you want, and also you do something like you learn something from it. So it's both a win-win situation. You do what you like to do, and you learn doing it. Okay. And this one goes... let's make this one below too. Maybe this one for 1, 2, okay, something like this. Maybe this one I can curve it a little. Let me find some more images to use. Okay, I'm adding one more singular item, let's say, and then I will try to put one image that has many things together, which may work better if you ask me. So we'll do 2 attempts, let's say. Well, let me first try this one. We add one more one more thing. And then, well, this one I think we can flip it, put it maybe here, and then yeah, maybe something like this. Yeah. Because now, especially for what's below here, I don't think there's need to photo bash every single object. The most important stuff is in the front. From the back, I think we can use one generic image to put as the background. Let me see. Yeah, something. Yeah, I think I found the perfect image. Generic food item. No. I mean, it will be more like an image with many things at once. Yeah, something like this. Although I need to be a bit careful because the images that I'm looking like they are arranging the items and fruits in a way that it makes a rainbow gradient, and we don't want that. Rice dandruff on the bald head. Jesus, no. Generic salad. Wait. I did find an image, but okay. I think this one is perfect. I just need to change it a little bit because it's too flat. Now I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, something like this, but I need a bigger picture. Something high resolution. Like there are some good images, but they are like a gradient from purple, which becomes red, orange, yellow, and green, and it's not that natural. And there's let's try this one. Slightly better, but yeah, I think this one we can use one of these. We try to use different ones and put them together. Maybe some of this. Yeah, let's try these ones for now. So these two will be on the very bottom. Let me duplicate them just in case. And then we'll start with the first one. Let me see if the size is more or less the same. Yeah. So what we are going to do is make it so it's only visible like this. And then actually, okay, let me first try to warp it in a way that's similar to how it would behave when placed on the yes, the lettuce beard is lost a little. Yeah, don't worry. Right now we don't consider the lighting. This is now simply to get the shapes going. Because then I will make it so each element over here will be something like this. Don't worry, don't worry. Forget about the lighting at the moment. Right now we are strictly doing the the different elements. So let me remove the sketch for a moment. I mean, I like the way the salad looks, but now it's not much of a placeholder, but now we placed all of the different fruits and items, and we simply need to... Okay, so this one will be the base, but you can see how here everything is kinda cut off. So what we'll do is instead use this other image and then select some fruit to place on the sides in order to make it bumpy. I think I'll show you what I mean. So if we do, even it doesn't have to be super precise, but if you do something like this. Now I'm doing simply a simple test. Maybe it doesn't work that well, but if you do something like this, now here it looks very ugly because it gets cut off. Now we simply bring this one here and adjust it so that this way it looks more organic. And then maybe we hide this part over here, and then we do the same thing to the other side. Now a lot of what I do is also something that I've never tried. Let's say that drawing is it's not how can I say it? Many think that drawing is basically, oh, I do what I like, I do what I have in mind, and that's it. A lot of it is also problem solving. In order to reach the result that you want to have, you will eventually run into problems and you need to solve them in order to obtain the result that you want to obtain. Yeah, so say something along those lines. So now it looks like a complete mess, but I learned as a TED Talk once that it's okay to kill your babies, and that helped me learn to let go projects that just were not working. Yeah. Same goes for a specific design. For example, now I have it in another file because it went too big, but when I made it's visible in the VODs anyway. When I made this one here, the original design wasn't like this. It was something much uglier, and on stream as I made it, I watched it and then said I don't like it, and I basically scrapped it and remade it. I didn't make it from scratch, but I simply took the parts that were interesting and used them to make a new design that was better looking. Kill your drawings was what I learned to actually complete my essays. Yeah, fair enough. Don't call him ugly. Not this one, the previous one, if you remember. It was ugly and kinda derpy. It didn't give the vibes I had in mind, let's say. Okay, so now we go for the cool part. Now that we have more or less this... his father was ugly. Luckily the family tree didn't have ugly branches left for him. Okay, now there is the moment of truth. Now we have all of these jumbled up vegetable thingy, and we now simply do this. Now let me simply group them. Okay, let's say vegetables test. Oh wait, I made a mistake. Okay. Which is... Okay, maybe... Okay, like this, and then... Vegetables test. Simple test, okay. And now I can try some... Oh, wait, I got a better idea. We simply use this... Okay. And now we can simply go very easy with the brush. Okay, kinda, but no. Let me try the... Okay, one thing I can try is... Let me stylize this one. I basically added a simple filter to make it a bit easier. This love the Mexico movie filter on him. Because now I can simply... Let me try something. Okay, no. Then we can do something like, I'm trying different things. There are some different blending modes for the level, which have different effects. Nope. Okay, let me go back to this one. Let me see. Let me flip real quick. Because the way I did with the sketch was that I made every color manual. Oh wait, maybe... I think I got it. I don't remember where I need to look for it. Maybe here? Nope. There was like one effect. Oh, maybe here. No, it was here maybe. Gradient map. Nope. I have avoid. I don't remember one thing that could be really cool. Dual saturation color balance. Oh, okay. Yeah, I found it. Color lookup. Okay. It's something like this, but with a different Mexican filter versus toilet filter. Who doing? You please help me get the traits for my supplicant finished. Now I just need to code some powers for the uncle. Nice. Yeah, for the supplicant I will do it at the very end for the designs, but I think those will be fairly quick. Uncle powers. Because I want to try a quick way to add this kind of filter without going crazy. Let me try another thing, which may be even simpler than not really. Maybe overlay. Nope. Darken. No, I don't really like it. Oh, you're doing this supplicant art? Well, they are fairly small icons. Yeah. I mean, I think it would be something fun to do. Okay, let me try something really dumb. Actually, wait. I'm sorry if I'm changing ideas every 2 seconds, but okay, let's try hue and saturation. Let's first make it this one darker, then colorize it, make it. Okay, so this one is the filter. Then you become multiply, but I have basically characterized him as the cool uncle. Nice. Okay, I think, okay, we are getting somewhere. Okay, we are getting somewhere. Let me... Okay, we do something like this and then... Jesus, I put so many filters. Let's try with this one. Okay. Of course, then we'll have to change it, but now the let's say this salad over here is really kinda in the way, but yeah, I think it's already looking nice. Now I can just lower the saturation ever so slightly, or maybe let me balance some colors. So for the highlights, we'll make this a bit brighter, and the shadows, let's try the mid-tones. Yeah, it's already, let's do a before and after. So before and after. It's already quite a difference. Although I think it's still a bit too saturated, so we can fix that pretty easily. So we'll do less saturated overall, except for the top. Usually the top part is always more the part with the most lighting is the one that's mostly saturated. Let's go mad over there. Grandpa has retreated underground. The uncle, though, he just wants to party. It is protectiveness. Yeah, pretty big difference. Although it still has... wait, let me try to remove this sketch of the body. Yeah, it already starts to look nice, but you can still kind of see that it's a photo. But now we can simply continue building upon it and correct everything and see how it goes. Does Uncle make wine from fermented fruits? Maybe. At this point, let me change the salad over here. Okay, we had the filter, and then I think we can... Okay, let me do a quick check for the values. Yeah, I think it can be better. I need to add the wine power. Currently the plan is for him to solve non-shadow calamities and in exchange spread fey presence and shadow. I can do something wine flavor. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so basically, for those who don't know, in the game, one of the main mechanics is shadow. So you spread shadow, which corrupts the different rulers and heroes, and when they are enshadowed, they will less likely do actions that will be against you. So that's that. Oh, I almost forgot to add, still in the body section. First, let me fix over here. Now I'll try to paint over it, because even if we are using photo bashing, we always need to paint over it, because the image, the photo, doesn't always give you what you need. An enshadowed ruler can know you want to end the world, they just won't do anything about it. Exactly. Now here, now that we are painting over the image, we can already start to add some more details that the original photo may not give. We'll do the same over here, but first I want to add something that I forgot to implement, which is the straws of hay. Now I need to find the different references. Let me just save real quick. I must say, I thought this was going to be the hardest one to make, but instead, using this method, this one really sped up the process. And the cool thing about doing photo bashing is that you can achieve big results with the optimized effort, and by doing the correct changes it won't be too blatant. Okay, yeah, it's this one, it's this one. Wait, let me see if I can select these ones just like before. Okay, 1 and 2. Yeah, kinda. And then with this one, it's not really. Damn it. Okay. I think with this one we'll need to paint quite a lot of it. Let's start with these. And then with this one, it's a bit of a pain. I think I'll just go like this. That's what will take the longest likely. What do you mean? There has been a new gun being added. No, I did not hear what god are we talking about. I may need to... Did they add it in the document? I'll need to check it out then. Is it in the Google Doc or? New sub god Lord of the Feast. I'll ping you the Discord post. He decided to join yesterday. Oh, okay. That's why. Yesterday I didn't check the Discord at all. So that explains. Not sure about the doc, I'll ask them to add it there. Okay, yeah. So then we'll need to think about the design. I think I may do this design already in position, so without making the sketch, the initial sketch. I may do it already like this, although I'm not too sure. I don't know. I'll first think about finishing the remaining ones, and then we'll see. Okay, so yeah. Okay, maybe something like... I've installed the demo for now and see how it feels for me. Yeah, I think the demo kind of explains well the overall game. I think it's one of those games that it can be a bit overwhelming at first because it has a lot going on, but I think that over time you'll get to really enjoy it, I think. Okay, let's try here, this one here. Shadows for the Bigger Gods, or another game is the cover? No, Shadows of Forbidden Gods. I recommended it while I advised it. Pinged you and ask them to add the description to the design doc. Okay, thank you. I'll check it out right after the stream. Feel free to hop on the Discord, we are always happy to help. Oh, you mean you're telling... sorry, it's so hard to read the name. Jackson Daisy, okay. Ah. Okay. Okay, to be honest, I think... Wait, let me save it and then flip the image once again. I would say that the quote-unquote hardest part is almost complete. Of course, I will need to fix over here because it's still too filtered. I'll need to tweak some colors, paint over it, something like I've done over here. Still a lot of work to be done, but I think the foundation that we've made is already quite strong. Doing photo bashing really saved us a bunch of time. Of course, we'll have all of the time in the world to add more shadows to cover unnecessary dark parts. Then I think the part over the head here, it will be by far the easiest. We'll do some photo bashing over here as well. But this one was the main hurdle. But yeah, I think it's shaping up to be quite a nice result. I thought it was going to be much harder, but in the end, I think it's going quite smoothly. By doing it at this rate, I think I managed to finish it without unforeseen consequences. I think I'll leave it here for today. I will continue on Wednesday and see how it goes. Amazing work on this so far. Thank you. Yeah, slowly but surely we'll reach the desired result. It's still very far from the sketch, but with enough time and dedication, eventually we'll reach the result. The same happened with the previous mask. It was a total, complete mess with all of the different jewels, every piece of a different lighting, but slowly but surely we went and obtained the desired result. Especially in this case, it's a matter of it looks really ugly until suddenly it doesn't. So it's just a matter of trusting the process and continue through. Thanks for the work, loving it, but a whole lot closer. Your dedication is commendable. You are indomitable. Thank you. I'm just doing what I like to do, and I am also having fun doing this, which is the most important part. Especially when the end result is liked by both me and whoever wants to check it out. Just a nerd enjoying his hyper-focus moment. It's okay. So, we'll meet each other again in... Let me check if everything okay. 2 days. So on the 7th at the same hour as this stream, which is at 8:30 p.m. CET time, we'll meet you here and continue with the work. I am really excited to see how it will go. Until then, I will see you guys in the other stream. This has been the Void Executive, and I wish you all good night. Have a good one, guys.